Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Joined with me are my co-host, Joseph.
Yellow.
Ian.
Hey.
Joseph. J.U. I was scared. Here for another edition of Hollywood Scuttlebutt.
I feel like you're like a PM radio guy, and
Yeah,
the mood is chill.
PPR, right?
No,
He overcompensated. I told him his mic was too loud.
Was
Yeah,
the
I'm
echo.
trying
I
to
think
be
it's the
respectful.
echo too.
There's also a clicking noise coming from over here, which kind of threw me off. I think Ian heard it as well.
Yep.
It kind of threw me off a
It's
little
the
bit.
AC.
I actually like it.
You like the clicking noise?
No, I like your smooth. You're
thanks,
relaxing.
This is your 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. voice.
Yeah.
We do have another kid now, so lower voice.
Ian, what you got for news for us, buddy?
All right, so we're kind of doing two new news episodes this week.
Essentially.
D23 and non-D23. The first thing we're going to do.
We're starting with
non-D23.
non, yeah.
Yeah. Michael Rooker, who Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He's in a lot of. He's in
and
The
one.
Walking Dead.
Yep.
Oh yeah. The star, more of the star too, but
And
he's actually in one a lot too. You're right.
Everything that James Gunn makes.
He gets cast in Fast and Furious 9, which I think is cool.
Is he going to be a villain? I feel like
He better be a villain.
I think he's got to be the new enforcer. Who is the enforcer for Charlize Theron? Because Charlize Theron's coming back as the villain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think it was. Oh, I don't know, but they had an enforcer who got killed by Vin
Right.
Diesel with a wrench or something, probably.
A car, a wrench.
So I don't know. He's got some charisma.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I like Michael Rooker, especially as a villain. He's just kind of,
Put him on a Harley. He could be the Rock substitute.
Just his appearance and his voice, I feel like, are already kind of caricatures of something. But I don't know, he can definitely play it up. I like that casting.
Well, and also, this is the first time I can really think of where they have put like a good actor in one of these to like ham it up, which seems like an idea that's time has come. There's a lot of mediocre and bad actors hamming it up in these, but I'd really like to see.
Surprised
somebody.
Batista's not in this, huh?
I know, not yet. One of these days.
I feel like he will have to. He'll probably go with the shoot off though. He'll go with The Rock and Statham.
Yep, 100%.
A rumor also is that the character of Brian may be coming back.
Interesting.
Yes.
I've been hearing a
Oh,
lot
really?
of
So
that seems like
The
a
brothers?
recast, but
They like what they did with not 7,
he
where
used
his brother
I think he
was
used his
doing
brothers and kind of do
Right.
Yeah.
like
Vin Diesel
odd
posted a
angles.
picture of him and what was the brother's name? Charlie, I think. They
I-
were on set together.
I also heard a rumor that the guy from Tokyo Drift's coming back.
Han?
And they're-
Han is
No, not Han.
Oh, no.
Yes, the white guy.
DK.
Yes.
Drinking? The guy from Friday Night Lights.
I mean,
is
he was in 7.
terrible.
He was in
For
7.
1 second, like a little bit.
He could be the new Brian.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
yeah, I don't know. I have kind of a fondness for that guy. I can't exactly remember why.
He's got a good.
I mean, he's
Texas
got a
drawl.
really sad Southern life
Right.
in Friday Night Lights. Maybe.
Really sad.
Yeah.
That's
but
the most underrated Fast and Furious.
Oh, I
movie.
love Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure movie for sure.
he is not a good actor in that movie,
but
though.
Han is the best part of Tokyo
Absolutely,
Drift.
yeah.
Yes, 100%. So
I heard
we'll
they were
see.
going to bring Han back for the next Hobbs and Shaw.
I don't know how you can do that unless he's a clone.
Twin
I mean, at this
brother.
point,
Who
you can
gives
do,
a
You
shit?
can do
It's
anything.
it's ridiculous.
Right. Time travel. Sure.
I like that. All right, next is actually
The
exciting-
Avengers can't do it. But fucking The Rock and Jason Statham, you're on board.
Yeah, 100%. Matrix 4, they announced it's coming back, and they're bringing back the only 2 characters they basically killed.
Correct.
Yep.
Keanu and
Everyone else survives that story. Those 2 die.
and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Those are the ones
but
we're
what
bringing
is
them.
reality, you know?
I think they're going to be programs in the Matrix.
I think they're going to be programmed.
And it's only one of the directors.
Yeah.
And Lily?
No, it's the other one. Lana?
Sure.
Too many L's.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it's Lana or Lana or something.
Yeah.
That's the same name.
Well, for you, Ian, it is.
The one thing I heard today though is, do you guys remember in the first Matrix there was someone called Switch?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they unplugged her.
Yeah.
Apparently, originally, because they're trans, the directors.
Mhm.
She was supposed to be a guy in the Matrix and a girl outside.
Gotcha.
But I guess that got
Oh.
nixed by the producers or something. And,
I mean,
and-
she is very androgynous in the movie.
yeah, which the
Not
name would
like
make
this.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. Oh, God, that is the worst line of that movie to me. It's the one I think of all the time.
So I think maybe they'll have more freedom now. PC gone mad. They'll probably have more freedom to do stuff.
I mean, that is a really cool idea that hopefully they can like not just have it be a side character in this, but maybe have it like be a main character.
What do you guys think that this actually is a prequel? Because the whole bullshit about there's been like 9 Matrixes or whatever. That they're a program in it now that influences like young Morpheus.
Oh right, that could be cool. Yeah. Because it could still all be set in the same time frame.
Correct.
And then Michael B. Jordan was rumored a while ago.
Yeah.
Young Morpheus.
I just don't know if Keanu has the charisma to be the mentor role.
I actually feel like
What?
he's too charismatic for this property now. I feel like he's too well liked, and people like
We're in the
him
Keanu
being too self-aware for to play whatever Neo is.
Neo was a blank slate.
Yeah, that's what
Neo
I
was
meant.
Tom Cruise, and he's not that anymore.
No.
Like
So maybe him playing a mentor role is more well suited to who Keanu is now. But even then, I don't see the character of Neo being that. I don't know. It's weird to me that they're bringing these two back of anybody.
Well, the thing is, they have made 3 Matrix movies, but they've only made 1 good Matrix movie. So, okay,
The second one is not
second
bad.
one is
it's
okay,
pretty good.
but it's fucked up by being too tied to the third one.
I agree.
It doesn't stand on its own.
Third one's awful, but that freeway scene in the second one,
I'm going to disagree and say the third one is better than the second
This
one.
sounds like an episode for a later date.
oh yeah,
This
when it
sounds
comes
like an
out,
episode we've already done like 3 times.
That's also super fair.
I know one. If I know one thing about Ian at this point, it's that he fucking likes the freeway scene.
Yes,
of the
he
Matrix.
does.
but the first one is by far head and
it's
shoulders above the other
great.
ones. I mean, you're right
It's
about
great.
that. So, Agent Smith, you think he comes back?
No.
Man, I hope so. I love that guy.
I do too, but I don't see Hugo Weaving. I mean, if anyone can talk Hugo Weaving into doing it, it's the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
Can he
but-
be the Oracle in the next one?
God, that'd be cool.
I'm fine with that.
I love the first one. I think this is a property that is still relevant or could be more relevant than it is. And that has room for universe potential or whatever.
I think a lot more is happening like online gaming, and you could pull that to update it. You know what I mean?
I mean, Black Mirror is a great example of how you can make, technology evil. And there's a lot of that in The Matrix. So
I think it's going to be good. I'm going out on a limb, which is a hot take, I say.
I mean, considering there's only 1 good Matrix movie, that is kind of a hot take.
Right.
Considering they've also only made 1 good movie in their entire careers collectively between the Wachowskis.
that's incorrect. But go ahead.
Wait, hold on. What's the one with Natalie Portman? That movie's great.
They didn't direct V for Vendetta. They produced it.
Oh, okay.
But they made Speed Racer,
Yeah, no,
which
Speed
is a
Racer
great
rules.
movie.
Yeah.
No, one movie, you're right.
Thank you.
I'm with this.
Carry on.
The last James Bond movie got a title, No Time to Die,
Cool.
which is just the most worst generic name for any Bond
See,
movie.
I love it.
I mean, it's a pretty, it fits for Bond.
I
Just-
agree. Yeah.
It's a very Pierce Brosnan-esque
Yes,
title.
I would
but
agree with
But
that.
I still like it.
I like that we have one of those, a Brosnan-esque name for Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
But you see, it doesn't fit the Daniel Craig
No.
Bonds.
Yeah, but I don't think anything we do at this point is going to fit.
Yeah,
the
I
Daniel.
don't know.
I mean, unless you brought Sam Mendes back, that was the only way you were going to basically continue what we've gotten. I don't think any director was going to make anything that felt like those first.
Yeah.
How many are there?
I feel
4?
like it's retreaded though, because what I read is he's retired and he's in Jamaica. In Skyfall, doesn't he retire in a Caribbean country because they think he's dead?
Yeah.
So it's the same fucking thing.
Well, I mean, all 4 of them, there's a part where he is no longer an agent. He goes rogue in every single one of them.
he's a bad employee.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we're going back to Jamaica. I feel like Jamaica is such an iconic place for James Bond.
Oh, totally,
films,
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
No, I'm super excited about this. I won't.
And we know that the new 00 that started out the movie is going to be Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Which sounds cool.
Yeah.
They showed a little bit of her, and she looked cool. Next thing is Breaking Bad movie. They
Yeah.
announced is coming on Netflix called El Camino.
In like a month.
They have.
yeah, like early October. Like
Yeah.
first week.
According to Aaron Paul, that they had wrapped shooting this movie before most people even knew that it was happening, which
That's
is
cool.
impressive in this day and age.
Yeah.
Because no one goes to New Mexico.
True story.
Well, people go see the Breaking Bad
El
location.
Polo
Yeah.
Loco.
And also, nobody pays attention to Aaron Paul anymore. So nobody, they probably thought,
I
he's just
watched
filming
The
some
Path
direct-to-video shit. Yeah.
El
many-
Camino.
Yep.
What?
I was going to say, how many seasons of The Path did you watch?
I watched all 3.
God damn.
Yeah, and no, it was exhausting. Yeah, El Camino.
Yeah.
Trailer's cool. It
Yeah.
doesn't reveal anything.
No.
I like that at first when Skinny Pete is talking, you're like, oh, is he talking about Walt? Did Walt survive? But then as it progresses, you realize he's talking about Jesse. And with having very little content, it got me excited.
Walt will be in this movie.
Yeah,
like, we
100%.
all agree.
Flashbacks, right?
Yeah.
We think. I don't think it would be a mistake to bring him back alive. But
Agreed.
I think flashbacks would be cool.
Well, his ending is so perfect.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But everyone wants Walt to be in this
Right.
movie.
I mean, this makes me want to binge Breaking Bad. I got it like a month and a half.
Yeah, I mean, there's time.
This
Yeah.
would be the time to do it. I may
Right.
dip my toe back in that water. So.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with the story because my whole thing, and it's kind of Skinny Pete's whole thing, is hasn't Jesse suffered enough? Do we really want to put him through
I know.
any more shit?
Jesus.
Correct.
Meth Damon put that dude through a loop. So yeah, I mean, we're excited for that. I think we should definitely do an episode on that. And then the last thing is the Spider-Man news, which was the big story of the week. We texted about it. It kind of got us more fired up than most topics. In case you guys don't know, Marvel has been producing the Spider-Man movies, but they never owned the rights. The rights were owned by Sony. They were getting 5% of the gross, and Disney wanted to renegotiate, and they apparently wanted 50%.
That's
Of-
not true.
of
They
the
didn't
movie.
want 50%.
What,
Oh,
do you
was
know
it
more than
50?
me? What do you?
Yeah.
What,
Well,
do you know?
And there are conflicting reports.
Yeah. Well, the latest I've seen is that's been redacted, and
Yeah.
then it was 30% is the latest number I saw.
I've seen
30 is
I've
a lot more reasonable.
Because I listened to
Yeah.
Weekly Planet today, and they reported 50%.
See,
So-
I ever since like last Thursday, I haven't
Yeah.
seen the 50%.
Yeah, I've seen 50, 40, and 30.
Yeah. Either way, it wasn't just that they were wanting that much of the profit. They were also going to finance 50% of the movie, just like they were financing 5% of the current Spider-Man movies as well. So it wasn't like it was unproportional for what they were doing. They were, donating money.
But
to
yeah,
it
but
as
that's
well.
not risky money. I mean, you'll definitely whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's a guaranteed win. If you put in 50%, you know you're going to get whatever back. You're
Right.
not going to lose money on a Spider-Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no way to do that. But I don't know. Where do you guys fall on this as far as whose side, Disney or Marvel? Because that's where it seems to have
Or
fans split.
Disney and Sony.
Disney and Sony, yeah.
I don't really have a side in it. I just think no matter who, like, this is what gets me is we argue who's at fault. It doesn't matter who's at fault. The fucking fans are the ones that lose.
I was about to say we lose regardless.
It doesn't matter who is right.
I mean, definitely it's easier to dislike Sony in this because Sony just has their head so far up their ass.
They've done such a poor job.
But at the same time, I do think Disney kind of played us a little on this to make Sony seem
I agree. I definitely think, especially the timing of this compared to D23,
Right.
I think was played to make Sony seem like the
Right.
villain in this when they may not have been, but it is hard for me to be on Sony's side considering the fact that, to be fair, they gave us probably the best Spider-Man movie like last year, which is Into the Spider-Verse.
Right.
But everything else they've done with that property since Spider-Man 2 has, Spider-Man 3 for you, has
Right.
not been up to snuff for what
yeah.
the property
Even though
can do.
I like Spider-Man 3 a lot, even I recognize that obviously it was a misstep or I wouldn't spend all my fucking time defending it.
I mean,
know.
I think that's the hard part. Is in the last decade they've made 5 Spider-Man properties.
It's the most popular superhero character of all time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, only one of them were good, and in that's not even so much a defense to Sony to me. It's a defense of Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who I think consistently put out
Right.
good
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
So maybe it was good on Sony to go out and get those 2 guys. But outside of those dudes, like, are we going back to fucking Avi Arad or whatever you say that dude's name?
Well, and another thing is, I don't think that I don't think Spider-Verse is a good litmus for it because if you made that movie into a live action movie, it'd be a fucking train wreck.
It would. There's too
Like-
much going on.
Yeah.
Right, there's too much going on, and like, just say, I mean, for example, like the Nicolas Cage character on it. If you cast a name in it like Nicolas Cage, for live action, that person would have actually, I want an arc. I want things to happen to my character and shit. It would have been a 3-hour fucking movie with all those characters. So
Yeah, instead of coming in for a day and
Right,
recording
right,
all the
right.
lines. Yeah,
See,
that's a fair point.
Creatively, I'm with Marvel. I mean, Marvel and Disney should have it.
Yeah.
But like on a business perspective, if I'm Sony, like I would flip the double bird at Disney
Oh,
and say,
I
why
completely agree.
Yeah, why are you they're putting the screws to them? I guarantee you that Disney leaked that news. I guarantee
Oh,
they
yeah.
are turning the tide on Sony.
Yes. I
Like
think
they
so,
made
too.
Sony look like the little guy.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean? And I root for the little guy.
first of all, just going into this, I thought that the Marvel Sony deal was, the Disney Sony deal was that if they took back Spider-Man, they couldn't use any of the elements from the movies that Disney had made. But they're still keeping the same director and star, so obviously it's going to be a continuation. So.
Yes.
I've heard John Watts isn't confirmed. There was a rumor that he was going to do 3 and 4. He signed on for 4 of them, but I've heard that's not true as well. But Tom Holland is still committed.
Right.
And I'm guessing, like, Marissa Tomei is going to stay, right? Like, I just don't know. There's so many variables that we don't know yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's at this point, like, such a big part of the story of the last one is that they disappeared in the Thanos snap. Like, how do you ignore that in a sequel going forward?
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Man's whole arc, basically, from Civil War to now has been, you're the next Tony Stark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And we've now gotten rid of his central plot point for everything we've done. I don't know. I don't know how you continue with Tom Holland and not reboot it when you're taking out such a big part of
absolutely.
what that
And
character is.
exactly what Ian said. I mean, considering that we've built this specific Spider-Man not just with Tom Holland, but with all of his supporting cast that also exists.
Happy
in other,
is a major character.
exactly in other Marvel movies in the Marvel universe. Like, how do you fucking reconcile that?
Happy is the biggest deal because they can't use Happy,
Absolutely
and he's
not.
an integral part in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if they'd be able to acknowledge he's not there, you know?
Yep.
Like, Sony's just a fucking pair of clown shoes when it comes to dealing with Spider-Man. But I am more angry at Marvel Disney because I feel like they owe it to me more to make it work.
Yeah.
Like, they integrated it with their shit. They got me excited. All right, Spider-Man's in the fucking Marvel universe. They did a great fucking job of it, and now it's getting taken away. I feel like they need to, okay, well, maybe we can do it for 15%. You know, I mean, like, somewhere in between. There's some middle ground, because it isn't like Disney's hurting.
That's what I mean.
Well,
You
that's,
know,
that's the
They
thing.
seem so big business.
It just seems like a play in a long con to me. I don't know what the end game is, but like this again, I think Disney leaked this news, and I think its timing and everything about it is very intentional.
Right.
Yes.
And so it's weird for me to imagine that they're just signing off on getting rid of Spider-Man altogether without having something either to replace him or to get him back.
It definitely feels like a negotiating tactic. The only thing that makes it feel real is that last second thing where they switch to, oh, by the way, Far From Home, it's the last part of this wave. It's not the first part of the next wave.
Yeah.
Yep.
When thematically it really didn't fit as that, it almost seemed like, oh, well, we can't start our next wave on a thing we don't have anymore.
I think. Go ahead.
No, the only thing, the way they left it creatively with his persona becoming public and the Avengers all being dead, it leaves them in a little better place. If they need to do it without anyone else, maybe they can.
God damn it! If we don't get more J. Jonah,
See, I think he's okay because he's only been in that movie, but maybe, he's on the run. He can't talk to anyone. I mean,
I disagree with that thought completely because I bet a huge selling point to J.K. Simmons was you can be in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, no, totally.
yeah, you're probably right.
Particularly after, trying to be in the DC universe was a big fat failure.
Yeah.
I struggle with the whole thing, like, again, choosing a side. I don't feel like it's as outrageous of a call for Disney as people think it is because one of the things is they agreed to take on all of the
No, it's not outrageous at all for them to ask it, but you can totally understand why Sony would make the power play on it, but go ahead.
No. Well, my point being is that they wanted more responsibility. They were willing to take on creative leadership with all of the characters. So they were going to say, hey, that fucking turd of a movie called Venom you produced, we're willing to accept that.
Right.
But we want a little more stake in it because, hey, you've already made this fucking Morbius movie with Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to put our name on this garbage, but we need something to show for it. I understand that perspective. And I also get from Sony's perspective in that Venom made $1 billion.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do they need if they're like, oh, we can make this crap for cheap and make $1 billion? What do we need to pay you for?
I mean, it is weird, but this could all end up hinging on how badly that Jared Leto movie flops.
100%.
If it flops, they might be like, oh shit, maybe we do need Marvel. Because the thing is, Sony taking this over right there, they're right at the spot where they fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
They're right at the spot where it's like, okay, we're going to turn this into a bigger thing. Mm-hmm. And if you look at their last two attempts, that's exactly where they fucked up. You know, all the people in Spider-Man 3, like just all the shit they have going on, just confused the fuck out of people. Amazing Spider-Man 2, that was a goddamn mess. You know, and it was specifically a mess because they wanted to turn it into a Sinister Six movie.
That's the problem.
Right, exactly. After just rebooting the shit.
Yep.
Like, if they wouldn't have rebooted, they would have actually had all those characters in place. If that's not mismanagement, I don't fucking know what
It's the same thing with the DC universe. Like, they're trying to run before they walk. You know what I mean? Like, they get ahead of themselves.
Well, that's what I really feel like is the motivator here. Is I feel like at one point there was a production meeting where someone said, we can finally do the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Kevin Feige went, no, the fuck we're not. And they were like, fine, we'll take it back. Because again, you are set up just enough to where you can be like, that one Scorpion had 2 lines in Homecoming, and like there's enough where you could build and say Spider-Man 3 is going to be a fucking Sinister Six movie, but it's never going to work. It's not going to work.
And I don't think Sony's going to budge because, I mean, Homecoming was their biggest moneymaker ever. It passed Skyfall. I mean, you're not gonna give up on your biggest property. Like, I do not see them giving more than 10 or 15%. If Marvel's looking for 30, I mean, they're going to tell them to kick rocks. I do not think.
I mean, I feel like
if they have a 30% loss on their next Marvel or the next Spider-Man movie, I'd think they do.
Yeah, I mean, but that's years out at this point. I think everything will be different at that point.
My question is, how much of a bump was there from Venom
made $800 million
to
Homecoming,
which was what 1.2,
1.1, yeah, like 1.1, 1.2.
That's 30% right there.
Yep.
well,
It's Kevin Feige worked on Venom. Is the other thing that came out of this.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know.
He also did it for the Amazing Spider-Man movies as well. Like he would watch and get, like, the reason why they had the white eyes in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like a note from Kevin Feige on Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Okay.
all right. Well, that was a good fucking note.
Yeah.
That is, I
Just
think
listen
Amazing
to whatever
Spider-Man
that
2's
dude
costume
says.
is real fucking
Yeah,
good.
it's maybe my favorite of
Yeah.
them. But you know, more than Sony, more than Disney, the people who were pissing me off the most this week are people who thought they were above the conversation. People who would get onto social media and stuff like that and be like, I really just don't give a shit about Spider-Man and Sony. Obviously, you fucking do. Because you're saying something about it. You know how you prove you're above something? You don't say shit.
Yeah. I hate the people that were like, boycott Sony and we're not buying a Spider-Man game. I'm like, dude, you're all fucking lying. Like, as soon as anything comes out, you're going no matter what.
I also saw someone with the take of, you guys are arguing about the Spider-Man movie and the Amazon is burning. And my thing is...
That would annoy me.
My thing is... Do you really not think I can care about 2 things at the same time?
I know.
I'm very concerned that the Amazon is burning. I still have a space in my brain for this stupid shit about this movie.
I'll be honest with you, 95% of my brain is on Spider-Man. Maybe like 3% is on the Amazon.
But like when someone says something like that, I almost think, are you like that? Like, are you, if you're watching like an episode of The fucking Bachelor that you're really engrossed in and your mom dies and you're like, well, just can't care about mom right now. Got to finish this episode of The fucking Bachelor. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you never been on the internet? Do you understand how it works?
The thing is, I really try to stay off. I do. I have a Twitter for lurking purposes. And for shit like this, I'll check in and see what's going on and realize this shit ain't for me.
I do have an Amazon joke. So I was working with my kitchen manager and I'm like, oh man, I'm really worried about the Amazon. It's on fire. He goes, well, don't worry, it's going to rain. I'm like, what do you mean? It's the rainforest. And he was dead serious.
That dude just solved the problem. Look at that.
I mean, that guy is in Florida.
Like, no worries. And I'm like, okay.
Yep.
That's it.
Either way, we lose. That's
Yeah.
all. Whether the Amazon burns or Sony and Marvel never agree. We as
The
people,
little guy
Neither
always
one of
gets
them is
screwed.
working out for me.
No.
both are bad.
I still think Sony, I still have hope that it'll work out. I think it was a negotiating tactic. I think Disney particularly angled for Sony to look like the bad guys. And now it's a long way out before another Spider-Man movie and a lot of shit can change, John.
Agreed.
And that's the news.
Beautiful. So join us a little bit later this week where we're going to break down D23, which is essentially Disney's Comic-Con, which I don't know. How long have they been doing that? Does anyone
Every
know?
2 years.
For at least a decade.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it used to be huge, but now that Disney owns literally everything, it's pretty much as big as Comic-Con.
I'm a pretty fucking hardcore geek, and I didn't know about it till this year.
Disney nerds, I would say it's been really popular with them for a long time, but
So
yeah, now we all care. But
there's we got some good stuff for you later this week. But in the meantime, thank you guys for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, if you want to shoot us your feelings about the Spider-Man divorce and who you think is at fault, you can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies, on Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later this week.
later.